Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. This article comes to you guys from datacenterdynamics.com. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys can check it out. So, T-Mobile deploys 5G inside Globe Life Field Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Network in Entertainment District will be permanent. So, this was for the MLB All-Star Weekend. T-Mobile went ahead and upgraded it, which I assume could be a mix of millimeter wave and for sure the N41. So now we are getting ready to head into the next phase of T-Mobile, right? Early fall is when T-Mobile announces its next guidance for the next 5 years. They're going to give us a glimpse inside of what they're going to do with the network, and be prepared for a more aggressive T-Mobile. So during the Sprint merger, we all came to an agreement and we analyzed that T-Mobile needed the Sprint assets to really scale and move forward and be competitive in 5G. And that's exactly what happened. They got the merger approved. They started investing. They started rolling out the mid-band. They already had the low band even prior to the merger. But now, 4 years after, almost 5, next year, April will be 5 years after merger, post-merger, T-Mobile is now an even stronger and bigger company than they were at the beginning of the merger. Even with all the assets that they got, the integration, all the extra customers, T-Mobile is an even bigger and better company today than they were back then. So now T-Mobile is doing dividends, they're doing buybacks, they are growing well ahead of any predictions and guidance today. And you guys will see that in the early fall. So be prepared, right, for T-Mobile to display a few things at this analyst slash market capitals day. They are going to be a much more aggressive company, and they're going to do this much sooner than most anticipated. I saw some internal stuff. I saw some analyst estimates. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. It's going to be a higher capex. I can't say what that capex looks like or how high it will be. It's going to be a higher capex. So that means everything that T-Mobile is doing is going to accelerate even more than what we saw during the Sprint integration. New sites, small cells, DAS systems, all that good stuff, we're going to get more of it. We're going to see the network scale a lot quicker over the next 2 to 3 years. Starting early fall, you will see all of that. You guys will also see a higher site count. The 85,000, that was the merger plans. The site count has now far expanded beyond that 85,000. I can't give an exact number today, but it's going to be higher than the 85,000. They are going to invest heavily moving forward. As you know, it's T-Mobile, so yes, it's a lot heavier. Is it going to be as much as what Verizon and AT&T are putting in? No, but T-Mobile is doing this differently. T-Mobile is still on the outside looking in, if you will. They are still trying to get to where Verizon and AT&T are today. So they have to do it still in a strategic way, but they can accelerate and be more aggressive now than they could have back in 2020. When they gave guidance for the 9 to 10 billion capex in 2021, they weren't as strong as they are today. Their free cash flow outlook, I mean, we've had price increases, we had fee increases. Even after they announced that they're going to do the buybacks and the dividends, we had price increases after that fact. So they are accelerating all of their numbers across the board. Regardless of what number you're looking at, they're going to accelerate all of it. Margins, free cash flow, service revenue, EBITDA, whatever you want to call it, T-Mobile is going to accelerate that. And they are still growing to very similar numbers as they did as a standalone. in a saturated environment. So T-Mobile was right in that sense. T-Mobile said, no matter how the market reacts, whatever the market or wherever the economy is today, we will be the leading grower in the industry. If it's, if there's a lot of people out there, if there's a huge switching pool, T-Mobile will be the leader. If the switching pool is shrinking and there's less customers moving, T-Mobile will still come out ahead. That's what they promised the market, and that's exactly what they're delivering. They're delivering on all their guidance. And usually they underpromise and overdeliver. So they're gonna beat that 20% rule guidance by a lot. They're gonna beat the enterprise by a lot. There's a lot of deals that they're not announcing publicly. I don't know why, but they're not announcing them. They only announce some deals and certain deals, like the Navy, and at the quarterly earnings, they throw out a couple more that never get a press release. Like they got UPS, they got USPS. I know they got Circle K. I know that from speaking with people behind the scenes. They never announced that one. They got Circle K, which is still a business. They got AutoZone, and they got several others that they're not talking about publicly. Now, I don't know if those are considered huge, big corporations or if those are considered small business. I don't know, but they got them. They got those lines, and those are mobile lines. So be looking forward to that. Early fall. I think this year it'll be early October when they present. I think fall starts September 22nd. I think the date is like October 3rd or 4th or something like that when they present at T-Mobile's or Deutsche Telekom's Capital Markets Day. Be tuned in. Look forward to that. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a far bigger investment than we've ever seen from T-Mobile. They're going to go bigger on fiber. I do want to stress that. They're going to go bigger on fiber. So some of that capital will have to go towards fiber. So it's not all 100% going to just wireless anymore. I do want to point that out. That's what AT&T is dealing with, right? They have too much of their CapEx, I feel, going to fiber. Yes, that's the next big growth story for them. That's where, perhaps they're putting most of their eggs in one basket is on the fiber side. I'm not saying that they're neglecting wireless 100%, but they aren't as invested and as focused on wireless as they once were at AT&T. I'll be very honest. Even with FirstNet and everything included, they just aren't. So this is the time for T-Mobile to shine when it comes to wireless. Build more sites, build that additional densification, scale the network, really go after AT&T. Put backup generators at more sites. I know that's happening, and I know it's not happening everywhere, but they are doing a few thousand backup generators per annual year. So they are investing in the program that they call hardening sites. It's happening. They are still behind, but again, by the end of the year, they will have more sites with backup gens. By the end of 25, they will have more sites with backup gens, and so on and so forth. Eventually, it will be noticed. It will be very noticeable that they have a lot more sites with backup generators. So be on the lookout for this event in early fall. I will, of course, update you guys well ahead of time, letting you know the dates and the times and everything. And then, of course, I'll be tuned in and I'll be updating you guys after it takes place. But I think it's going to be a good one. This one is going to be an eye-opener. It's going to really solidify T-Mobile's position and where they are today in the market. They feel the competition from Verizon. Trust me on this. They know Verizon is accelerating their C-band deployment beyond what they could have thought. Where Verizon will be by the end of the year with C-band, T-Mobile could have not anticipated that. I'll be very honest. T-Mobile kept pointing out the 250 million number by the end of 24 that Verizon kept talking about in their guidance, and then T-Mobile kept saying, Verizon hasn't guided publicly on the 300 million number, and Verizon is well beyond 250. Trust me. Today, they are well beyond 250 million. And they will close in by the end of the year towards that 300 million target. They're going to get there. And they will have done that faster than many, and trust me on this, many have anticipated, even T-Mobile. So, Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you're excited about this T-Mobile news that's coming in early fall. It's gonna be good. Trust me on this. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good for T-Mobile, and it's going to further accelerate everything that the company's doing. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe if you are new. Follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Life. See y'all in the next one. Peace.